to see if I'm audible actually. So, hello, welcome to the first live session that we are conducting on Mind Matters with Viksha. Somebody says, "Good evening." Who's this? Ashri, Ashrita Vatsala. Hi, good evening. And then some easy cooking also said hi. Hello everyone. Hope all of you all are doing well. Uh, Hi Vijaya. So before I look into the chat box, I will start with what I had in my mind because I don't want to get the flow interrupted. So today's live is going to be about how our thoughts get formed. For example, why we think what we think. So I want you all to put in the chat box, have you ever undergone overthinking? Like, have you ever been in a loop of overthinking where you just can't stop the loop? Just say yes in the chat box if you have experienced overthinking, like extreme to the next level of overthinking. See, so many yes, and I also want to say yes in this because see, the number one reason I started the channel was I could not find answers to the questions that I faced. So no answers I could get. That is when I started the channel. And next question is, are those thoughts mostly negative? Are those thoughts mostly something that will go bad or something that is negative for you and your family? Yes. Okay. So let's decode why we have this feeling, thought. So before a thought forms, it starts with a feeling. How am I feeling today? It all starts with a feeling. So the feeling, if you're feeling that particular sensation for a long period of time, let's say for one full day, for half a day, then that feeling becomes a thought. The feeling takes time to become into a thought. And then the thought multiplies. Let's say one thought is there and one thought is getting multiplied randomly. The thought gets multiplied, but the thought is of the same family. It belongs to the same family, and the same thoughts just keep repeating again and again and again in the brain. So at one point, what we think, okay, this is my personality, this is how I think. And how many of you all have anxious thoughts? Anxious thoughts. Just say yes in the chat box. Yes, so much. Hmm. Okay. So, what do you do when you have these anxious thoughts? Like, what do you, or what causes those anxious thoughts? Because uh, I have, uh, I have suffered with anxiety for 9 to 10 years right now. Okay, and I will be sharing my story in the workshop that I will be conducting because I feel like I've shared a lot of my personal stories. I've shared so much personal in YouTube, but this story I feel like needs to be going only with a very specific audience, like a specific group of people who will really understand and take the gist out of it. So I don't want to share it into a very large audience. My story, how I got diagnosed, what caused me, will all be in the workshop. And before we move on to the next, like thinking about anxious thoughts, I want to give you all an outline about the workshop that I will be conducting for 2 days. It is 4 hours of workshop. So the first day will be why we have anxiety. For example, nobody tells us. You might have gone to a psychiatrist or a psychologist, and all they teach you is how to cope with anxiety. See, treating and coping are two different things. They don't work the same way. Treating something is from the root cause, whereas coping is just teaching you how to live with the condition. These two are so different. Anxiety since 7 years. I completely understand you, Vijaya. I know how it feels. So that is why, uh, nobody treats the root cause of anxiety, and nobody is giving us the proper way to actually come out of it. So this is not an advertisement, okay? Don't mistake me that I'm advertising for something. No, if we are going out to eat a dinner, big dinner with 5 6 members, we will be spending a minimum of 1,000 or 1,500 for eating that dish. So many dishes that we have, and psychiatric medicines cost minimum of 2,000 monthly. But when you invest in the workshop that I'm going to do, what you will understand is how to deal with the triggers that your anxiety has. For example, everybody has some triggers. So, are you all self aware of your triggers? Like some of you all who said you have anxiety, uh, just tell me your triggers that you have during your anxiety. What triggers your anxiety the most? For example, it could be special people, specific people. Some people will increase that feeling in you. But I want to know from you all what triggers your anxiety. Someone has asked, I'm trying, what I can, what obstacles are on my way. You two started for money perspective. Okay. So I want to address this. You thought I'll get hurt by this. No, money is very important, my dear. Somebody has, that's a limiting belief. Somebody has taught you that to advertise for money is bad, to do things for money is bad. Let God bless you. What did you think? If you say this, I'll feel very upset and I'll stop doing what I'm doing. I've suffered for 10 full years, and if 10 people can come out of it with my workshop, then I am more than grateful to have suffered for those 10 full years. Okay, so moving on. Somebody said self expectations. Very true. See, let's say I wanted my channel to hit a particular level of subscribers from for this in this month, and when that does not happen, it leads to anxiety. I thought it didn't happen, I had a goal, it didn't happen. So very good. Self expectation is number one reason, number one trigger. Second one is body heat. Yeah, very true. I also have this trigger. For me, when I sweat a lot, what happens is I get so irritated. The emotions are all over the place, and it gets so irritating. No, now also I am from Chennai. Okay, it's always hot here. I pray sometimes that I am born in a city where it's always cold, like where the climate is so good. So very good. Body heat is very true. Bad feeling when people close the window in my face. This triggers bad memories which I had. See, what you're talking is about trauma. So somebody closing the face on us need not be a very triggering moment for everybody, but for you, since that memory is connected with something bad in your life, that is leading to that moment. So this is an anxiety caused because of a deep rooted trauma. I have the fear that they make fun of me. Very, very, very true. That society has made us all become very, very anxious. So anxious thoughts, and some people are so poorly, they have low knowledge that they don't know what anxious thoughts are. So let me tell you what anxious thoughts are. Anxious thoughts are usually about a particular topic, so they will go round in the same direction, and it will be of no use. For example, if I'm thinking about improving something, then I will come to a conclusive thought. Let's say that I want to improve something, I will come to a thought that I will work on this. But when it comes to anxious thoughts, the cycle loop remains in a loop. It's a loop, and you cannot come out of the loop. And I want to ask you all, exam fear, relationship, poor sleep, PMS. Yes, nobody talks about this, but what a woman goes through 10 days before her periods and 10 days after her periods, which is time for the next cycle, women go through so much. For some women, it's physical, for some women, it's mental, but for most women, it's mental. So, how many of y'all not don't I don't want you to share your personal experience. How many of y'all have seen psychiatrists randomly give medicines for anxiety without even telling you why it happens and what you should actually do? How many of y'all have seen such psychiatrists? Just say yes in the chat box. Psychiatrists who diagnose randomly without telling you the reason, without telling you what to do properly about the anxiety. They just randomly write so many medicines, and poor people eat those medicines also. How many of you all have seen this experience in your family or in your friend circle or even yourself? Just say a yes or I can agree. Okay. So I've not got any answer. But the truth is, there are so many psychiatrists who prescribe medicines left, right, and center without actually even talking to you for a minimum of 10 minutes. I am a doctor. Four medicines at night, still cannot sleep properly. See, here I want to say something. Sleep is based on a lot of things. Okay, you are a doctor, so you already know a lot of physically, like what physically and mentally what the relationship is. But sleep is something that comes from a genetic level. For example, I've seen people, they just close their eyes and then they sleep immediately. But I'm not a person who can do that. I suffer so much to sleep immediately. So medicines to sleep at least is somewhat okay when compared to medicines that are given randomly for psychiatric disorders like depression and anxiety. Okay, I think I'm. Hi, Vastek. I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. So when anxious thoughts happen, this is the loop that it will create. The first thing is it will make you doubt yourself more. For example, let's say you're anxious about a meeting you have to attend, and the anxiety will peak to a point where you don't want to go there, you don't want to attend that, you don't want to face it. So it creates a place such that you don't want to face the reality. And when that happens, what happens slowly, one time you ignore it, one time you say, okay, I don't want to go to this place, I'm avoiding, you're avoiding. For once you avoid, twice you avoid, thrice it becomes your personality. Let me repeat, two times you avoid, third time it becomes your own personality. So you'll think, okay, I'm not a type of person who go into social gatherings, I am anxious. How many of you all use anxiety as your personality? I am so guilty of this. Even in my videos, I remember constantly telling people that, I am a very anxious person. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make anxiety your personality. Okay. See, I avoid social gatherings all the time. See, there is a difference between avoiding, like having your own. Let's say I like chocolate ice cream and I don't like butterscotch. That is a uh, personal interest that I have. Just like that, you can also be somebody who is not interested in too much of social gathering, but once in a while, when there is a situation that you need to attend the social gathering, you should be in a position to attend it. If a social gathering happens once a month, and even that once a month you are skipping it because of anxiety, then that is the problem. There comes the problem. That is the um, that is the reason why. Okay, so you all have a lot of questions. So before I answer all of your questions, I want to introduce you all about my workshop. So this workshop is 2 days. Day one will be we will be dealing with the root cause of anxiety. I will give you a lot of interactive exercises to actually find out your own root cause, because some of you all have this unexplained anxiety. Unexplained anxiety is when we don't know what is causing anxiety, but you're anxious all over the place. You're always anxious. So this is what we will do. And in day one, I will teach you the top 5 practical steps to deal with anxiety. We have about thousands of methods to deal with anxiety, but the top 5 methods that have been tried and tested, and the top, which means that these will lower your intensity to 5 to 10 percentage. So this is the day one. Okay. And there will be a lot of self exercises that I will be making you to do. It will be a very very interactive session that we will do. Coming to day two will include the spiritual concepts, spiritual aspect of anxiety, why very spiritual people and good souls suffer from anxiety. And day two will also have my unique, you can say, a system that I have created, my unique journaling system that I will ask you all to do it. It is an exercise day for you all. It's like assignment, homework day. So with me, you will do the assignment, and we will also cover a lot of spiritual topics. I will talk about a sadhana that you have to do, and that will be in day two. So day one is 2 hours, day two is 2 hours, together 4 hours. It will be a very interactive session. You will find answers to most of your questions, answers you didn't know you needed, answers you did not even expect that will come out of you. So these you can expect in the 2 days. And some of them, some of them asked me in WhatsApp. They said 999 is too much, and I didn't reply. But here I want to say, we spend a minimum of 400 rupees on Swiggy minimum, and a maximum of 1,000 for eating food that will digest and come out of the body. We are spending 1,000 rupees. So personally 999 is not high, because we creators use platforms where we have to pay platform ka fees hai that. So 999 is something that people can afford. That is in an affordable range only. Maybe your preferences are different. That's it. Now I will answer some questions. What if our spouse is like that personality? Mrinal, what spouse type are you talking about? What if our spouse is like that personality? What personality? You mean anxious personality? Your spouse is extremely anxious. Maybe you're asking that. Okay, this is a very beautiful topic to discuss because you are normal, but if your spouse is very anxious, yeah, okay, I understood. If you have a spouse who's very anxious, there is one thing that you have to learn, Mrinal. You can never change people. You can love your husband to the core, but unless and until he wants to change, like he understands the pattern that okay, I am feeling anxious all the time. I need to do some changes. Unless and until he does the changes, it will not change. So for Mrinal, the answer is he needs to know and come out of the pattern, or at least be ready to understand the pattern. I was reading this book. It's the law of the spirit world. In that they talk about spirits and everything. In that also they say we as souls need to be ready to actually um, be ready for change. So we need to really, really, really be open to change. Only then we can change. So if your husband is anxious, you can suggest him to try not medicines but talk therapy. Talk therapy is what we do. We talk and we make the person find out what the root cause is behind, and we give them coping strategies and journaling techniques to actually um, help them come down. Is it suitable for people related only to anxiety or anyone with traumatic experience? Actually, if you have trauma and because of that trauma, anxiety is high for you, then you can definitely join. This is not for trauma, but if it is because anxiety is the main reason from the trauma, then it will be helpful, because in the 2 days of session I will be dealing only with anxiety. I will be dealing only with anxiety, what to do, what not to do. Day 2 will be for journaling, so everything will be related only to anxiety. So if you have a traumatic experience that is leading you to extreme anxiety, then the session will be helpful. I should not lie, na. I should not lie. Maybe one day in the future I will be making something for trauma differently, separately. But right now this is for anxiety. Hoponopono works really. Yes, it really, really, really works. It really works. I think I shared in one video also. The first time I started doing Hoponopono, there was this flashback of my little, how I used to look when I was 3 years old. That small face that came into my subconscious image, and I started crying. I started crying so badly. It felt like I could feel that little girl inside me. So that was just from one Hoponopono. So imagine if somebody sticks to it for 21 days, 48 days. So imagine how well it can work. Hoponopono really works. Yes. And one thing is, again, mindset. For anything to work, you need to have the faith before you start doing that itself. Let's say you're trying something and you want it to work, but you go inside with that with a half mind. With a half mind, ki whether it will work or not, I don't know. No. You have to go in with the mindset that no, this will work for me. That is called as the faith mindset. Do we have free will? Do we have accountability, or is everything written? Just give me a moment, I'll grab that book. You will find out the answers. So this is the book I was talking about, The Laws of the Spirit World. And here, this is a book actually where two brothers who have died of a car accident, want to meet their mother in a spiritual realm. So they send messages to the parents via the spirit world, and they give us the laws of the spirit world. So this is the lady. She communicates with her son. She communicates with her son, psychic medium. She's a psychic medium. So in this book, there is there is a separate page for free will. So it says that free will exists, and free will, see, I have underlined this. God has given you free will and freedom to choose. So a sensible soul will use his freedom to choose good rather than bad. So free will is there, And a lot of things exist in free will. Free will is there. And when you follow free will, you have to take accountability of what the life that we live. And free will is the only reason why manifestation works. Beautiful question. Free will is the reason why manifestation works. Did you overcome your anxiety? Okay, I'm going to be very honest with you. 90% I've overcome, 90%. There is still a 10 percentage window where I fall into that sometimes, but I know how to pull myself back out. You know, the aim of having these disorders is not to just cure ourselves completely. It is this way in which you can pull yourself out of the situation very easily. You can pull yourself from that quickly. That is the, whoever teaches that to you is the right will guide you. Can we practice manifestation if we have to do manifestation all our lifetime? I can't understand your question. Are you saying that, are you asking if manifestation is real? Can we practice manifestation? Is we have to do manifestation all our lifetime? Okay, manifestation is a way of living. If you read the book Secret, I want you to read the book Secret, Vast Tech. I want you to read the book Secret. In that, it's clearly given that manifestation is a way of living. It is how you change your thinking itself. So everything will be manifested in your life when you continuously use the law of attraction in your life. Does Nam Jap really help? Yes, yes, yes. That is there in our session also. Even now, if you see this, I have the counter with me always. I keep chanting. More than medicines, more than therapy, this has really helped me to come out of it. But at the same time, that unwavering faith that you have, that yes, it will work. Yes, it will work for me. I am blessed to have this being worked for me. That faith will only make the thing work for you, not the other way around. How to deal with toxic people whom we can't ignore because they could be within family and workspace? Yes, everybody has such people. Even I have such people. The only way that you deal with them is to not deal with them. If they're talking something, let them talk. They're behaving some way, let them behave. If they cross the line and come towards you, they try to attack your values, they try to ruin your values, that is when we say no. We say that no, I'm not letting you ruin my life. I'm not letting you create a life for me. I create my own life. So, number one thing to deal with toxic people is to show them their place, that is your place, you stay there. If you come any further, you'll get nice slipper shot from me. That is the basic way of dealing with them. Praying and getting something, yes, that is manifestation. You pray for something and you do intentional work for that, and then you get that. But whether you are eligible to get that or not is decided on so many things. It is decided on your karma, it is decided on your timing of your life, because there are so many people who manifest so many things but they don't get. There are some people who manifest it for just 10 days, they get the results quickly. So is manifestation not true? No. The timing of that people's life and karma is different for each of us. That is why some people manifest things quickly, some don't manifest things quickly. So I want to finish about what I was telling in the about the workshop. I'm not telling that the workshop is a one way solution to anxiety. No. What I'm trying to say is, I will make you question your own subconscious beliefs, and I will make you come out of anxiety on your own. I'm not going to help you come out. You are going to come out of it on your own. So it's a journey that I will guide you, but you will come out of it on your own. So that is it. It's happening in Gmeet, July 18th and 19th for 2 hours, every day 2 hours. Registrations are open. If you're interested, then I'll put a WhatsApp number in the description box of the video. You can contact me through that. Okay. Now I'm going to answer only questions that people ask, normal questions that people ask. Okay. So if free will exists, then we definitely have the choice to brute force spiritual growth. Even when we are faced with difficulties, especially inner difficulties. Yes, very, very, very. See, I want Raghav. I want you to read Laws of the Spirit World. I want. This is how the book will look. This is how the book will look. Your answers are in that book. I can just, I can just tell you something. Your answers have, um, your answers are there in the book. Free will is there. You can skyrocket your spiritual growth, or you can put your spiritual growth down in the drain. Both of it is in your hand. Both of it is in the free will. I contacted you, but you haven't replied. Vedika, I'm so sorry. Just send me a hi once again. Maybe your message would have gone down. Please send me a hi once again. I will immediately reply. Sorry and thank you. How to join workshop? There is a WhatsApp number. Maybe I'll put the WhatsApp number in the chat box. Just take a screenshot of it and just send me, I want to join the workshop. I'll send you the details. Okay? I'll just put the number in the chat box. Ma'am, is the one-to-one counseling session open? Very well open. Slots are open for this week, and whenever date you want, please WhatsApp me. I will immediately reply. Okay? How to be consistent in all areas of life, including our thoughts, which we want to manifest. Yeah, see, this and all is such a big question. Okay, to be consistent in thoughts, you have such a big goal. Your goal is so big. To be consistent in thoughts. Yeah, I also want to be so consistent in thoughts. I would say I'm also thinking the same thing. To be consistent in thoughts, matlab, we should not have distractions in life. Let's say I work here. This is my place I work. So I have to be in this place and I have to think about this place 24/7. I should not get distracted. Let's say I watch a movie now. The thoughts of the movie will come to me now. So I'll get distracted. My thoughts will go randomly. So the consistency, key to consistency in thoughts is discipline and no distractions. Getting something from God versus manifestation. What's the difference? Which one can we follow for lifetime? And which one can be correct way, please? 1 minute, my door is open. I'll go close the door and come. Just give me 2 minutes. Thank you. Asking from God and manifestation are very, very similar. Okay. The truth is, both goals are same. You want something from the divine, from the higher power. You want something. That's it. Asking from God is the straightforward method, but manifestation may in manifestation we will use your own subconscious mind to attract that. God giving is a blessing, but you manifesting is attracting. There's a difference between blessing and attracting. God blessing is also there, very, very true. We all ask God, God gives us, yes, but manifesting is dealing with your own inner feelings, inner beliefs. Let's say I want my channel to get 5 lakh subscribers. Now I'm just at 29,000, but I want 5 lakhs. So my own thoughts, the moment I put such a big goal, the thoughts will be, do I deserve this? I'm such a small YouTuber. I don't deserve this. So my own thoughts are killing the process of my growth. So break those thought patterns, we break the limiting beliefs, and then we are able to, you know, manifest. So, personally, I feel like when we start manifesting, what happens is we find out the flaws in us, we find out the problems in our thinking patterns, the problems in our limiting beliefs, our childhood trauma. So, we are able to clear everything and then we can manifest. So, I personally feel manifestation is the best route. Please suggest some for job. Job mantra I've already shared. It's a Shani Dev mantra that I have shared in the channel. Please check that out. It's very recent video only. I've given a mantra for that. I'm more drawn to spirituality, but my anxiety is worsening. Is there any connection? Spirituality is from your soul. Anxiety is from your physical brain. Wow. Yeah. Spirituality is from the soul, but anxiety is from the physical brain. So, the more you ascend on the spiritual path, two things will happen. All your karma backlogs will start clearing. More and more problems, more miseries, more health issues, mental issues, all of these will come. But for your soul, that is a good thing. Why? Because you are advancing on the spiritual path. Again, please read this book, Laws of the Spirit World, to find answers. Mrs. Varmara, thank you. So I think I have shared everything that I wanted to share in the life. I wanted to share about my workshop. I wanted to share about anxiety. I wanted to share about thought patterns, and some of your questions. I've done everything. I think I've done everything. And I want to tell you one thing. Do it scared. Right now, I'm so scared because life is new to me. What if people are bad to me? What if people are rude to me? I already got a hate comment at the first place itself that I'm doing for money perspective. Do it scared. Everybody is scared. Everybody is human. Everybody is scared. We just have to that your future vision should be so clear that you just dismiss all of these things from the beginning itself. So how long has it been? 37 minutes. Okay, 38 minutes. 5 to 10 more minutes. Any questions you can ask me in the live? And I provide two services. Okay, don't confuse. One is one-to-one counseling. What I do in one-to-one counseling is it's not just I listen to your problems and I say it's okay, everything will be well. No, I don't do that. What I do is I find out your pattern. I find out your psychological pattern, and I find out why you are getting this problem in the first place, and then we will go into the solving part. So it's not just talk therapy, it is a psychoanalytical therapy. So that is separate. That is one to one. It's between you and me. That's personal. The other thing that I do is I give workshops. Workshops is with a lot of people. And when we have lot of people, what will happen is you will realize that you are not alone. For example, if you join the anxiety workshop, you will realize that you are not alone. So many people are suffering. So many people have this problem. Okay. So these are the two services that I offer and I make YouTube videos. Three services that I offer. So don't confuse between them. Yeah, I would definitely do more live videos. Thank you, Soulful Learning. Repeat book name you suggested. Yes, the name of the book is Laws of the Spirit World. The Laws of the Spirit World. This book is available in Zepto, I think. I bought it from Zepto. Your letter to Hanumanji was very helpful. Thank you. Radhe Radhe. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vijaya ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. I get angry for each thing due to anxiety and overthinking, and with kid also I will be angry all the time. See, I'm not a mother yet, but your child is a blessing. So we have to deal with your problems differently. And when you're with your child, become a completely kind and completely relaxed person. Don't show the anger on your child. That is why when if you join the workshop, I will teach you my unique journaling technique that will completely relieve you. That my journaling technique, I don't want to share it on YouTube because I've created it, so I want to make it something big, so I don't want to share it on YouTube. So if you join the workshop, I'll give you a specific journaling technique which we will do on day 2. That will really really help you, and every time you get anxious and you overthink, go back to that and do that. You'll feel better. Don't shout at the kid. Kids are a blessing. Shani Mantra will help you, but it also depends on your own horoscope. What is the reason you're facing all this, and is it karmic? Sometimes, how many ever mantras you read, if the timing is for you to wait, then you will have to wait. I'm not sugarcoating things. Thank you. When deities and devatas come into our life, is it predestined from our previous lives? Yes, 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 yes. I personally believe so. My experiences is that. Thank you so much, Garima. Your support is it means the world to me. Thank you so much. Post more Lord Murugan videos. Yes, I have to. I will definitely post more Murugan videos. Swati says hi, Suviksha. Hi, Swati. We have cats in our home. Is it a good sign that God is with us? Having pets is a very important spiritual thing. Yeah, I really envy people who have pets at home. I'm not like the place I live. We are not allowed to have pets, and my parents have zero. Um, they don't trust me that I'll take care of pets well. But I really want a pet. They are so high in frequency. It's actually very important to have a pet. That is why if you see people outside of India are living happily because they have pets. I've messaged you on WhatsApp. Swati, please message one more time. I'm so sorry. Um, please message me one more time today. I'll reply. You're doing Ram's work. So grateful. Thank you, Raghav. I thought to do Lalita Sahasranama, but it's very difficult. Yes, it is difficult. See, if something is difficult, don't run away from it. What I'll say is for 10 days, just put on the video and listen to it, and have your lyrics on the phone. Keep listening to it, and then what will happen? One point, the words will enter your mouth, and then what will happen? You'll start reciting them. It then become a process. Give yourself some time now. Is it compulsory to stop onion and garlic if we want to wear tulsi mala? Okay, the science behind why onion and garlic was said no for tulsi mala is just this. Onion and garlic are tamasic in nature. When tamas increases in our body, it just causes us negative thinking, mand buddhi and all. That is why people said completely avoid. But if you don't cook these at home, but if when you go to hotels and all, you're eating onion and garlic, that is fine. Even if you're eating onion and garlic, I would say धारण करो माला को धारण कीजिए and then slowly that thing will go away from you on its own. They are drilling in my house, so sorry. I'm getting delay in marriage. It's been delay in marriage. It's been from 5 years. What I would suggest is For the next 6 months, forget about marriage, focus on yourself. Are you truly the person you really like? Are you somebody who can spend time with yourself? Do you love yourself? Can you sit with yourself for a whole day and not get bored? If the answers are yes, then you're ready for marriage. If the answer is no, you have to work on yourself and then marriage will automatically come to you. Any remedies for job, doing nothing in life? Life is going simply. Okay, for job, uh, so sorry, somebody is drilling in our upper apartment. For job, what I would suggest is we have a lot of limiting beliefs when it comes to job. If I go to job, it should be in this way, it should be in this package and all of that. Step one, reduce your expectations. Have very little expectations when it comes to job. And step two is don't be finicky about the job. Let's say you want to get into a particular domain, don't be finicky and try all domains. Okay, and I would also suggest to get your horoscope checked if you are a business person, because most of the times people I see struggling with job have a horoscope of doing a business. They have an entrepreneur's horoscope. They tend to be stuck in the 9 to 5 loop. So please check your horoscope also if you have the bhagya to do any business, because that I've seen. Shalini, hi Shalini. I'm not clear what to choose, how to get clarity. Better to book a call, because in this I'm not able to listen to your voice, I'm not able to speak to you. So if you speak to me, I'll catch your frequency, I'll understand where you're going wrong, I'll understand your main psychological root cause. Better to have a call. Does Hanuman Chalisa help with anxiety? Yes, this is a part of our day 2 in the workshop. Vijaya ma'am, I personally feel if you join the workshop you will be very happy when you leave the workshop. How do we know our purpose in life? The biggest lie that has been told to us is find the purpose. We don't have much purpose. What we have, the first purpose is to not forget God. God gave us this life. We should not forget God. This is the first purpose. Second purpose is serve, seva. If serving comes automatically in your job, you are a doctor. So you are already in the right path. You are already doing your purpose. You are serving people. Seva is the second part. And third part is bhakti. Bhakti is when you offer yourself, you offer flowers and everything. Jenny, how much for workshop? 2 days workshop, 999. 999. 4 hours of content with a lot of takeaways. Oh, you are Vijay Lakshmi. Okay. You already registered. Okay. Chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam will help with horoscope doshas. First of all, don't see the horoscope as doshas, okay? That is a karmic imprint with which we have been born. So, there are two things. One, you can learn the lessons and change the karma, or you can just abide by the rules of the horoscope and do that. But any stotram will help you come out of the horoscope itself. See, for example, have you seen some people, horoscopes don't work for some people. They live a life so beautifully, horoscopes don't work at all. For them, the faith in God is so high. So, yes. Jenny, I answered your question. Workshop is 999. If you join our WhatsApp group, free group, there are details already there in the group. So it will be easy for you. Yes. I hope I've answered all of your questions. It's 49 minutes into the live. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining today's live. And I'll also give the link of the free WhatsApp channel that we have. just go ahead and join. We'll have small, small challenges every day that will improve your mind, that will make you happy, it will improve your life. Um, yes. Thank you for the first live session. So many beautiful people have joined. Thank you. I'm ending the live now. Any questions next live? Maybe every month we'll do a live session. Some more. Yeah, I'll definitely do more sessions. Thank you. Thank you, Soumya. Not Soumya. Saujanya. Thank you, Saujanya. Okay. So I will have to end the session now. Subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 30K. Subscribe to the channel and lots and lots and lots of love, Subiksha. Bye bye. How to end this? We end it here.